Hello friends, in this video we will see how you can access different floors or different parts of a structure separately, and we will also see how you can group the various structural members into a group and why you need to group them and how you can access those groups or those members. Let me draw a simple structure. For that I will use the structure wizard and go to geometry, go to run structure wizard, and I'll create a frame model and I'll create a bay frame and I'll use the default values. Click on apply, and after that close it and click on yes and click on OK. Now we got a frame. Suppose that you want to delete a middle beam or an inside beam of the first floor. Okay, suppose that, and if you go to the top view, this is the view from Y, and if you delete this beam, so it will be easier to see, and if you delete these two beams by holding Control and selecting them and pressing delete, and if you click on OK, and if you see the entire structure by using isometric view, you can see that the beams of all the floors are deleted, not just of the first floor but of all the floors. I chose the outside beam so that it would be easier to see. Okay, what if you wanted to delete a beam of the first floor only, an inside beam? It is very difficult to delete that beam in this 3D view, right? You cannot access that beam because it's all messed up here. What if you could see the first floor separately? In that case, if you could see the first floor separately, then you can easily access that beam and you can easily delete that beam. Let me undo this. Okay, now I have to redo. Let us see how we can access the first floor only. For that, you have to first see the elevation view. You can go to this option, click on view from Z to see the elevation. Now this floor is our first floor. This is the first floor slab. What we will do, we will select all the beams of the first floor. Just left click here, somewhere here, and after that drag your mouse and release your left mouse button once you reach there, or once all the beams of the first floor are inside your selection rectangle. You can see that the beams have been selected. To make sure that all the beams of the first floor are selected, always cross check by going to the isometric view. Now we have confirmed that all the beams are selected. After that, what you can do, go to view and click on new view. So it asks, what do you want to do? Do you want to create a new window for the view or display the view in the active window? So it asks you whether you want to create a new window for the first floor view or display the view in this window. It's up to you what you want to do. I'll just choose create a new window this time and click on OK. Now you can see that this is our entire structure and this over here is just our first floor. Okay, now if you want to delete this beam, you can delete it. Okay, I'll just show you by deleting the external beam, otherwise it will not be clear. So let us delete these two beams. Okay, save it and click on delete, and after that click on OK. And if you see over here, you can see that the beam of only the first floor has been deleted. Okay, if I just rotate this, you can see that the beam of the first floor has been deleted, not of the other floors. Okay, let me get this window back. This is how you get the individual floors. And suppose if you wanted to apply the load on this beam, you can do that. And if you wanted to change anything in the first floor only, you can do that from here. Now you can work only on a single floor. Similarly, if you have to choose the second floor, what you can do, again go to the view from Z option. After that, select the second floor using this option. Okay, you have selected the column as well. Let us just select the beams, go a little bit closer to the beams. Okay, now cross check with the isometric view. After that, you can either go to view, new view, or what you can do, you can just right click here, and after that click on new view. Again it asks what you want to do. This time I will choose display the view in the active window and click on OK. You can see that you got the second floor. And if you delete this entire floor, let us see what happens if I delete the entire floor, and click on delete and click on OK. Okay, if you like go to the view from Z, it will show you the elevation view of this floor only. And if you go to the isometric view, it will show the isometric view of this floor only. And if you want to see the whole structure, you have to press this icon or select this icon, left click on it. Now you can see the whole structure. This is the difference between isometric view and the whole structure view. Now you can see that the second floor is gone. Second floor, all the beams are gone, the columns are intact. And if you want to get the beams as well as the columns, what should you do? Suppose here you want to get these floor beams as well as the columns. It's pretty simple. You have to select the beams and the columns. For that, left click somewhere here, drag your mouse and go closer to these beams, but not incorporate inside the rectangle. And after that, release your left mouse button. You selected the beams and the columns. Cross check with the isometric view. Yeah, everything looks good. After that, right click and click on new view and click on OK. Now here you got the top floor columns as well as the top floor slab, means the roof. So while designing the building, or you can say while modeling or applying the loads in the building, you might need to access a floor multiple times. Let us go to the whole structure view. You might want to go to the first floor a lot of times, second floor a lot of times, and going to Z, selecting the floor, after that right clicking and going to new view might be a lengthy process. So what we can do here is that we can select the first floor like this. Okay, make your selection, cross check with the isometric view, always do that. And after that, right click and click on new view and click on OK. Now we got the first floor. Now what we're gonna do is that we will assign this first floor to a group, and whenever we select that group, all the members of the first floor will be displayed. To do this, go to view, go to view management and click on save view. This is our first floor, and click on OK. Now go to the whole structure view, and suppose that you're working on your structure and you need to access the first floor. Now what do you have to do? Go to view and click on open view and select the first floor and click on OK. Choose any option you want from here, click on OK. Now you got the first floor without doing anything at all. Go to the whole structure view. Now group second floor, if you haven't deleted, group third floor, group fourth floor, and also group the other floors. Okay friends, so this is how you work around with the view, work around with the groups, and work around with the different views in STAAD Pro, and it will come very much handy when we will be designing our building. How you can define a new material in STAAD Pro. For that, I'll just draw a column. Okay, and let me enter a node first. So I'll want a node at 0, and next node I would like to have at 0 and y in 5 meters. So I got 2 nodes here, one at 0, one at 5 meter height. Now I will draw a beam. For that, click on add beam option, left click on it and click here, left click, and after that left click. Now what I'll do is that I will assign a section to this column. For that, go to general, and after that you got a property selected, and information or the options related to the property are provided here. Okay, so click on define, and let me define a rectangular section of 100 mm 0.1 by 0.1 and click on add. Okay, the material is concrete have been selected. Okay, the material, I should have unchecked this, so uncheck this material right now and click on add. I don't want to give the material right now. I will delete this concrete, so for that select it and click on delete and click on OK. Now what I'll do, I'll assign this rectangle to this column. Select this column, select the rectangle and click and make sure that assign to selected beams have been selected, and after that click on assign and click on yes. I got R2 rectangle. Now let me give the support as well, so I'll give the support. I will define a fixed support. For that click on create and just click on add. You got a support. Now I'll select the node and I'll select the support. Okay, node is gone. Select the node again and click on assign and click on yes. The fixed support has been applied. Now what I will do, I will go to the okay, let me apply the load as well. I'm getting deeper and deeper into this structure. Okay, now what I will do, I will click on load case details and click on add, and I will define a dead load. I'll name this as the dead and click on add. Click on add and after that click on close. Now select the dead load. After that click on add. First I will add the self weight and click on add. Next I will add a nodal load. The load will be in the FY direction, minus 10 kilonewton. Okay, and click on add and click on close. Now let us apply the self weight to this beam. For that click on the self weight and click on assign to view and click on assign and click on yes. Now what I will do, I will select this node and apply the nodal load. For that click on the node cursor and after that select this node. Now click on this load. Okay, yes, click on the load and click on assign to the selected node option. Check this and click on assign and click on yes. Load has been applied and it hasn't been scaled. I will not go into that. Now let us go into the material finally in the topic of this video. Now if it is a steel or concrete or anything, what you can do is that you can just select this beam, select the material that you want to assign it. Okay, select it and click on assign to the selected beam. What if this is a wood? I just wanted to make it a wooden pillar of 100 mm by 100 mm. So what I have to do is that I have to define a new material. For that what I'll do, I'll just click on create and I'll just name this as a, suppose it's a sesame wood. Sesame wood. So sesame is kind of a tree. I don't know what it is called in English. If you do a Google search, you will definitely find this tree. Okay, from Google you can get the Young's modulus of this tree. I'll just assume that Young's modulus of this tree is let us assume that it's 100,000. I'm just taking this as an example. You have to do a Google search and from that you can get these information. Okay, and Poisson's ratio, let me use 0.2. Density, suppose that it's 10 kilonewton per meter cube. It must be heavy, so let us go with 15. And thermal coefficient, I don't know what to put here. I'll just put 12 per degree Celsius. Critical damping, I'll just put 2. Shear modulus, I'll just put 2, 3, 5, 6 something. And type of the material is a timber. Okay, it's a timber and click on OK. You got a sesame wood here. If you can see that we are in the isotropic window, which means that in the isotropic material, the properties of that material are same in all directions, and in orthotropic material, the properties vary in the major directions. Okay, so isotropic material, and now I have to assign this to our beam. So select the material, where is that, sesame wood, and after that select the beam, or you can say the column, and check assign to selected beams and click on assign and click on yes. Now let us render the view. To do this, click on 3D rendered view option available here. You can see the rendered view of the column. I just wanted to show you how you can define a timber, how you can define any new material, and this is the method by which you can do it. We saw how we can define a new material, and in this video we will see how we can access the already defined material in STAAD Pro. STAAD Pro has got a library of thousands of materials, and in this video we will see how we can access that database. This example is the column of the previous video, and you can just open that file, and if you have already opened it, let us move on. Go to Journal tab here, and after that we are at the Property sub tab, I'll say, and from here choose the Section Database option. Left click on it. Here you can see steel database. You can see the cold form steel database, timber database, and the aluminum database. Suppose that I want to make this column as a channel section. For that I have to go to steel, so I want to use the steel channel section. I will use the Indian sections. Okay, you can choose any other sections that is followed in your country. I'll select the Indian sections. I want the channel section, so I will select the channel, and let us suppose I want to use ISMC 100 and click on add. After that click on close. You can see that ISMC 100 steel section have been defined. Now I'll select this column, select this, and I'll just hit delete and click on OK. I don't want to delete the nodes, so I'll click on no. The node doesn't appear here. Okay, and now I want to draw a beam. Click on this, add beam. The node appears. That is the magic. Okay, now left click on this and left click here. So we defined a column. Now what we will do, we will assign this property to this column. Click on beams cursor, click on this column over here, select this option and click on assign and click on yes, and let us see the rendered view. Click on this 3D rendered view and let us zoom in. Keep on zooming using the middle mouse button, scrolling it. Over here you can see that a channel section has been added. This is how you access the library of STAAD Pro. Again, go to section database. Let us see what else STAAD Pro has hidden for us. And if we go to the timber and let us select red oak, and here the size has been given. I'll just select this one and click on add. You can see it has been added. Now if I just assign to it, click on assign, every other thing has been selected, and click on yes. And if I just render this view, 3D rendered view, you can see the section. Okay, now let us try to apply the load here in this column and check if we got any load remaining. Click on load and definition. We don't have any defined load. Oh yeah, we got the load. We don't have the self weight. Click on the self weight and click on assign to view and click on assign and click on yes. So we got the load. Now click on analyze, run analysis. One error again. Click on done. Click on error material. Material has not been provided yet. Material type has not been provided yet. Strength command must follow type command in material definition block. Okay, it says that we have defined the section but we haven't defined the material. Click on material and select this option. Yeah, it says and click on edit. All the properties are here. Yes, we have defined this, but again I'm not aware what this error is. I will try to figure it out. This is how you get the database of STAAD Pro.